Do you have to let it linger? So look, just finished making the other video, and the last, let's just say, 5 to 7 words that I said in the video, just playing in my head, and I'm like, you know what? That is such like a symbolic representation of what happens when we absorb any sort of content. It could be the last, 10 to 30 seconds of the content, or it can just be, the hit, the stab, the golden nugget that just hits you, that stays with you. That's important. That's important for us to notice. That's important in a very deep sense, in a very deep internal, soul-based, metaphysical sense, because we're being affected. We're being affected everywhere and in so many different ways, places, shapes, forms, because what we're absorbing, it's usually through sight, usually through sound, especially through words and facial expressions and body language and things like that. But let's keep that in mind, because we're affected. And if we're affected on deep levels, which we are, whether or not we want to admit it, it changes us. People, places, things, body expressions, words, they are changing us. So I want you to keep extra special care and attention on the stuff that you're absorbing. Not the literal stuff, even though the literal stuff like food and drink and sunlight and lack thereof, that is more obvious and very important, and you should keep track of that. But the more subtle stuff, like the people you hang out with, what they're saying, what they're doing, like what they're acting, what their general sentiments are. Was it Dan Pena that said, show me your 5 best friends and I'll show you your future, right? You're the sum result of the people you hang out with the most, right? Our personalities, our essence, our core essence is really more malleable than we think. It's really more of a loose Venn diagram of a membrane than we'd like to admit. The subconscious doesn't really know the difference between a fictional and a non-fictional experience. What shows are you watching that are in turn really actually messing you up and changing you on a core level, changing your personality, changing your perception on life? This ain't fairy tale BS. This is actually happening. This ain't no picnic, right? This ain't a Disney movie. This is actually happening. And, I caught wind of this years and years back. But, like I mentioned in the whole redemption arc video, and just every moment being a redemption arc, there's always time to skirt. Make that little skirt, make that 1 degree change so that your life becomes massively different in 1 week or 1 month or 1 year, etc., etc. Always on that redemption arc. So I want you to keep all of those things in mind and see how they're all connected. And yeah, to just go back to my personal life. So I caught wind of that years and years back, so slowly, making these 1 degree changes here and there, keeping the friends that kept me in high spirits and in good mindsets, dropping the friends that didn't, keeping in touch with the family members that did the same, dropping or just losing contact, or just making my way for better situations, right? We'll leave it at that, because yeah, it's not easy to just completely drop contact with immediate family, especially if they live near you. So, you can visit them here and there, make those little things happen here and there, keep them updated, have them keep you updated on certain things, and, drop little seeds of inspiration while you're at it. Everyone has an ongoing redemption arc, right? Keep dropping seeds, even if the soil seems like it's not fertile, right? There may be 1/4 inch of one corner of one of their many flower beds, and you just hit that spot, and then things just start blossoming, right? It's beautiful to see. I know one friend in particular where I thought he was a goner, but, in ways, shapes, and forms, whether it be in person or through email, it's just like dropping seeds, and then it's like, oh, hey, no, yeah, so yeah, keep dropping seeds for those types of people. You never know. It's always worth a shot. Everyone's always in an ongoing redemption arc. Give them the light of day. You don't have to waste your time. You don't have to get to that point where you're just over giving, right? You're just giving too much of yourself, and then you're draining yourself. Find the right balance and make those things happen. So, back to the whole absorption concept, where we have a more malleable, more of a porous membrane of who we are. We have a porous membrane of self-identity, more malleable, more porous than we'd like to admit. So even just slowly starting to grasp that, slowly starting to come to terms with that, will provide massive benefit, will provide massive returns over time, the more we start to get with it. That, and of course many other things, many intricacies discussed in this video and in other videos. Feel free to check that stuff out. Feel free to hit me up via phone or email or comments. Let's do it up. Call to action, action to call. Let's build the vibe tribe. Let's do it up. This is Mac 11. Soul Invest returns. Peace and out for now.